So, hi everybody in the EKA and welcome to an update for August. So at the moment everything is about qualifications. We are currently preparing to go to Kyrgyzstan, 3 of us. Looking forward to that, and we'll give you lots of updates while we're away. Then when we come back, the 31st of August, we have got qualifications at the Wolfpack in Cheshire for Marathon and World Games. That has closed today, I believe. So do reach out to Ollie if you think you still want to be involved in that. Then on the 21st of September, we have a pentathlon qualification with Dell and the Kettlebell Nation guys in Northampton. Get yourself signed up for that. It will be closing soon as well. We had a great GS qualification at Tunova back in July, and we had either 15 new lifters or existing lifters adding lifts. So I think we're going to have a great turnout in Corfu. You will also still be able to qualify 2 weeks after each of those events. So you'll have 2 weeks after the Wolfpack, 2 weeks after Dell's Pent qualifier, when you can submit an online qualification, but the fee will be twice as much because of the amount that you will save in terms of travel and because of the extra time it will take for the EKA committee to judge your sets. One other thing to tell you about Ollie's comp on the 31st of August at the Wolfpack is that we have added military snatch qualification. So if any of you weren't able to qualify at Tunova and you would still like to have a go, you would just need to do the full 12 minutes on your chosen weight, and if you can do the full 12 minutes, you will qualify. In addition, in terms of these current rounds of qualifications, we are sending out a letter which I'm calling General Expectations. It's just a letter that outlines what is expected of you if you represent England at an international competition. It's got useful information in terms of where to get your uniform, and it is intended to just increase the professionalism of how we do things in the EKA. So looking to 2025, it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be like it used to be before COVID, but it's hopefully going to be bigger and better. So this time we are planning 2 different qualifications. We are planning one at the end of February, beginning of March to be decided, which will cover the GS lifts and probably the Part 1 lifts. So have that in mind. We are calling this one something like the British Festival of Kettlebell Lifting, because it will be joint across all the federations, and in particular we are going to be heavily involved with the SKSF, with Scotland, and we are hoping to help them out by having that event in Dunblane at the very venue that they will use for hosting their World Championships in 2026. So it will be like a test event for them, and it will be a test event for us. And we know from our Olympics in 2012 and the Paris Olympics how much better the host nation does if they are on home turf. So I think it will be a great experience for us all to try out Dunblane before our World Championships in 2026. The second British Festival of Kettlebell Lifting, whatever we call it, is likely to be in September. It will be in England, and it will be for Part 2 and any other extra lifts that we might still need to include. That's likely to be in the north of England, no idea where yet, to encourage participation of the Scots to come south of the border. In terms of team captains, you'll see there's a note made about team captains in your general expectations letter. The EKA committee will appoint a team captain for all the events before the events. So look out for who the team captain is going to be for Corfu. And if you're thinking, I would like to do that, then let us know as well. I believe the closing date for Corfu applications, that's the IUKL, is the 9th of September. When I get back from Kyrgyzstan, Chris, Guile and I, Chris is the IUKL rep, we will be all over the Corfu competition. So the next thing I need to tell you about is uniform. All your uniform can be sourced through 8.5 Apparel, which is the link in your general expectations letter. The exception is t-shirts, which traditionally we have held in stock. We are out of stock. So before Corfu, we will either restock or we will supply the t-shirts through the 8.5 apparel link. So if you are going to Corfu and if you are going to try and meet that 9th of September deadline, let us know if you think you will want a t-shirt so that we can make sure either through the website or through ourselves you get your t-shirt. I have had a meeting with 8.5 Apparel, a lady called Vicky, who I had no idea that she knew us already. Vicky is an ex-lifter, used to lift in Scotland, understands kettlebells and is totally on board supporting us all in getting the right kit when we need it. She's also made a very kind offer that if any of you have got existing kit and your things have peeled off, if you've lost your initials off the front of your tracksuit, let her know and she will replace all your vinyl for free. Another thing to be thinking about after Kyrgyzstan is photographs. You'll see that we have done some photographs to launch the team going to Kyrgyzstan. Thank you, James Sandals, he does our graphics on things like that. We need quality pictures of anybody wanting to represent England at competition, ideally in red team kit. So if you see Del with his camera at the Wolfpack or at his own competition, if you see anybody else with a proper looking camera that looks like they know what they're doing with it, ask them to take a picture of you in your red kit so that we can get some great profile pictures and do loads of publicity when we launch your competitions or your travel to competitions. It's what Team GB did in the Olympics, so we want to be like them. So that's it for now. Lift strong, train hard, recover well, big love, especially if you're injured, and enjoy yourself. See you in September.